Hello, welcome to my page again. My name is Chef Luis Cortez, and today we're going to do another appetizer. It's going to be a little Parmesan cup stuffed with goat cheese and a marmalade, apricot marmalade with a plum marmalade, and it's going to be garnished with a little bit of dill. So, first, I'm going to show you how to make the Parmesan cup, and then we'll get into a little bit of the other ingredients that are involved. So, we turned on the stove. And then we're gonna take some. You need to get a good quality Parmesan. If you get like some of that cheap stuff, it's just not gonna work. It just has a lot of fat in it, and it's a little bit of processing in there, and it's just not gonna do what you want it to do. So I'm just gonna make two here, so you have a little example of how I do the cup. There's probably various ways you can do it, but I do it this way. I use a little shot glass. You can use a little ramekin, a little metal ramekin. I would recommend. Use the plastic ones. They might melt or something like that. You don't want that the plastic. But you use the little. You can use the little plastic, the little metal ramekins. So here we're. Let me lower this a little bit. We don't want it to cook too fast. We're letting it cook, making a little disc, and then this is going to basically be my mold here. So while that's cooking off, let me flip this one over. See, that one was pretty quick because I have my stove on high. You want to keep it low just in case so it doesn't burn on you. You want it to be probably a little brown, a little lightly brown. You can do a different version. You can put some herbs in it because I made some ahead of time. And these are smaller. You can make them a little bigger. It all depends on what you want. These, as you can see, has a little bit of herb in it. I put some herbs in them, some dry herbs, some Italian seasoning in it. This one doesn't have, but you can do your version. There's no limits to what you want to do. So here, just wait till it browns on the other side. And in this saute pan, I can do 4 at a time. You want to get a really good non-stick pan, so you have no problem with that. So what I did was my goat cheese, I came let it come to room temperature, and then I have some dry currants and some dried cherries. So there's two versions. I'm gonna do some one with I took my goat cheese, I mixed it with the dry currant, and another part of my goat cheese, and I mixed it with the dried cherries. So you take that. Hold on, let me get this and have this start molding out here. Okay, this one not ready yet. Give it a couple more minutes. That one. All right. So this one is with the dried currants, and so you just fill them up a little bit. And now I'm going with the one with the dried cherries. This one about done. As you can see, it stays up. You can probably trim it if you like. If it's a little too long on one side, but that's okay. It looks good. Little rustic, no problem. So this, I could probably flip this one over. There we go. Put it towards the center. And we take a little bit of that marmalade, the apricot marmalade. Just a touch. So the cherries and the currants are going to give them a little sweetness because the cheese is a little tart, and then the apricot and the plum may be a little tart itself. So Now we get this one. We do the same. Shut my stove off. Might want to have some gloves, oven gloves, and stuff like that. Then we garnish with a little dill here. Take a little bit of the top, not too much. Give it a shape. It's kind of a job that takes a little while, but if you want something nice to look nice, a little elegance, it's pretty, it's different, it's savory and sweet and tart. So you'll kind of have it a little bit of everything in here, and I really believe that people will enjoy it. It's pretty simple. The hardest part of it is probably doing the cheese cup, and that's probably what would make you take the longest amount of time. But if you do them ahead of time, a day or two ahead of time, and I wouldn't recommend put them in the fridge. You can leave them outside in a container in a bowl, covered up after they cool down, of course, and they would store well for about up to a week in a container, a closed container. And here we go. And here goes, I guess, that little example. And while it's still warm, you can still kind of mold it a little bit, give it that shape. And you can probably use other types of molds what you like. But that's what I use. It's simple. It's something I have every day in my house. And, you can buy a different tool for that if you like. So this is my Parmesan tart cup with goat cheese, stuffed with goat cheese and currants and cherries, dried cherries and dried currants with apricot marmalade and plum marmalade with garnished with dill. It's very simple. It's very fast, easy to do. Another recipe, savory and sweet. Thank you for your time.